Hi everyone, and welcome back to another LabV webinar. My name is Charles and I'm one of the co-founders of LabV. And today I would like to take the time with you to reflect a little bit and share with you our experiences so far after 1 year with artificial intelligence in the lab. This webinar is going to last approximately 30 minutes, and you'll have the opportunity at the end to ask questions using the Q&A session. I'll answer them live. And just for your information, if that's the first time for you, this webinar is currently recorded and is going to be available on demand on our website probably in the next hours. What do we want to do today? So first of all, we would like to reflect together on the developments of AI over the last 12 months, maybe understand a little bit the current state of all the possibilities with the technologies for us, and provide an outlook for 2025, and also share our learnings coming from our customers and everyone who has been using LabV for the past year. In case you are attending for the first time and you don't know who LabV is a company from the Net Group, and with our material intelligence platform, we support R&D and quality engineers in the development and manufacturing of better products. We help them eliminate inefficient data processing and management, and we try to deliver targeted insights from the most relevant data to enable informed and data-driven decisions. After a couple of hundred customer meetings last year, we tried to summarize a little bit what companies want to do and achieve this year. So if you take a look at R&D, but also process engineering, which is very often part of R&D, at the lab or at quality control, the companies are all looking for more efficiency, time saving for any activity that is not adding any new value, the automation of recurring tasks as well. Every organization is looking for the possibilities to develop better products using database decision making, a big driver, and at the end, better products are usually better performing materials. So that's one of the main goals. A third one is a need for more innovation. Time to market cycles are shorter than ever, and it's a greater competitiveness on the market as well. So there is a need for more turnover and even more sources of turnover. So maybe new products are much more innovative. And finally, we see a big trend in more knowledge, a wish for more knowledge. Companies want to secure their expertise in the organization because of the fluctuation. People leave more frequently or change jobs more frequently. A whole generation is retiring who actually didn't work with Microsoft Excel for a long time, and we also see a huge trend in trying to improve the cross-department cooperation within the organization. Even if now everyone is connected with each other, it doesn't mean that departments are working together perfectly. On the other hand, how do these companies work in 2025? Well, they work with distributed information sources to start with, right? Manual data entry, and I could even say manual data management in general, but it's a lot of manual tasks, moving Excel files from A to B, copy, pasting data from one point to the other, one file to the other. There is in almost every organization an inconsistent file structure. So you have basically every person, or at least every team in a department, has its own way to save data and structure their files. And it's almost impossible for someone who doesn't know the system to get in and understand it and use it. Most of the customers and the users we meet say we have no access to historical data. So we basically have no access to the past or to the knowledge, let's say, which is not very helpful to develop the future. And according to many statistics, and our customers are also confirming that, Usually people working in offices are spending roughly 2.5 hours per day searching for any information, right? And why is that? Because more than 50% of manufacturing companies are using Microsoft Excel as main software tool in their daily work. What happened a year ago? A year ago, we first spoke about AI in the lab. For the very first time, it was a webinar exactly like today with Netch together, and it was February 1st, 2024. We presented, introduced our digital assistant, which was back then the first digital assistant in the lab space. And we kind of presented and introduced to you our vision of how AI could transform the work. As you can see here on the left side, we have been part of an official association publication in Germany about artificial intelligence in the lab. We have been on several trade shows in Europe talking about how to use AI and how this technology is changing everything. And we probably had almost 10 webinars about AI in any kind of ways. Could be a feature presentation, it could be a case study, or more general presentation like today. By summer, though, it became clear to us that material data is not only relevant in the lab, but actually across the entire R&D process, including processing technology experts, as well as in quality assurance. Which is why today, in January 2025, we actually speak about material intelligence platform and not about AI anymore. What is a material intelligence platform? It's a software for the management, the analysis and optimization of material data, which is combining artificial intelligence, but not only, also machine learning and data integration to increase efficiency and innovation in material development, as well as in quality control. Part of this new category is the word intelligence. And while most solutions focus only on the lab, we have decided to actually develop a platform, so a software for everyone who's working with materials in the organization. And the AI assistant we have introduced last year is now fully integrated into this material intelligence platform, and it offers 3 major skills. The first one being the standard AI assistant skill. It's the integration of very normal basic AI functionalities to search and describe the data in the database behind our software. Then we have a document skill. The assistant with document skills is integrating every sort of document into a document base. It could be a scientific paper, it could be a user guide for a testing equipment, it could be an old project report, or it could be a certificate of analysis from your suppliers. Whatever it is, as long as it's a PDF, we can work with that, and the assistant can search through this document base, search through the documents, and locate specific passages and summarize the content. And finally, the AI assistant has analysis skills, so we have the possibility to analyze and visualize any data which is in the database. And with this AI-based or powered assistant, if you will, you actually, when you use it, you transform your data into very clear and especially actionable answers to make informed decisions. That's where we are today. A software that is a platform based on AI, machine learning, and integrating all sources of data, combined with a very powerful AI assistant. What does it mean exactly? Maybe to jump into the details a little bit. You can, with our AI assistant, interpret results much faster. You have over 6,000 analysis functions, so it's a mathematical library. The universal one is fully integrated. You don't have to train anything. It's available with the first data set. You have all the visualizations that exist with that, from very simple diagrams until more complex interpretations. We also offer the ability to integrate company-specific analysis, for example, custom mathematical evaluations that are tailored to your unique requirements. And with that, you basically can make faster and more precise decisions. The assistant is also helping and supporting decision-making by enabling you to compare the current results of a project with historical data. It provides you a very valuable context, helping you to better understand the development and maybe make better decisions in this sense. You can detect early trend because, for example, quality control charts, because that's something we can integrate as well. And the software is also able, using the assistant, to basically do very intelligent data analysis across the whole database and also tailor to your specific needs. Now, that's where we stand, right? That's what we have today. The question is, what's coming up? And although we're already in 2025, the year is just starting, and that's the reason why we kind of think we are. First of all, we are in the mid of the decade, right? And this decade is very special. Very different changes, technological, political, social changes, and some revolutions. And for example, certain countries have like high-tech strategy. If you look at Germany, for example, there is an official political high-tech agenda with a strategy that aims to lead the country to through the next technological revolution, to secure jobs and strengthen the prosperity. And I think every region in the world is the same. R&D, together with quality assurance, both play a pivotal role in this vision, right? So R&D is driving the sustainable innovation and kind of unlocking the next generation technology. At the same time, the quality assurance is holding the highest potential for streamlined processes and more efficiency. We have conducted several interviews with our customers over the course of the last 3-4 months to kind of try to identify the trends in this industry. So on the left-hand side, you can see here the 5 trends in the R&D across all the industries for this year. First of all, being the sustainability, and you'll find it on the quality as well. Next generation materials, so smart materials, for example, are one trend. Hyper automation is one. Data-driven material development is a big one. And finally, the collaboration and interdisciplinarity. If you're working in a quality space, quality control, quality assurance, you see that this year is going to be all about sustainability, cloud refactoring, which is moving from on-premise solutions to cloud solutions, higher use of automation, and look at cost efficiency. Data-driven quality is a very large topic. And the final trend is the predictive quality control, where we actually think that this year is going to be the first breakthrough with very tangible and successful use cases. The industry is not alone, right? We also need to look at technology. And it kind of this year is marking a turning point in the evolution of AI. We are actually transitioning from very simple, I'm going to call them chatbots, to intelligent AI agents. As you can see here, I was looking for sources who were talking about that and then trying to explain it. According to Gartner, agentic AI is going to be the most important technology trend this year. And they say that by 2028, so in just about 3 years from now, 15% of all daily work decisions could be made by agent-based AI, which is an enormous leap from 0% last year. There's another forecast confirming this transformation. 82% of companies are, according to Capgemini, planning to implement AI agents within the next few years, which is one of the fastest adoption rates ever. IBM is predicting that AI agents will become the most popular technology use case by 2025. And finally, Google, which is one of the largest cloud providers, is anticipating another peak in the adoption of agentic AI this year. very specifically in combination with cloud technologies. Why are we talking about it? Because I think until now, many people have been talking about using AI in R&D and AI in quality and AI in the lab, which we did as well a year ago. We tried to redesign and further develop our software solution, LabV, by talking to our customers and taking the larger trends a little bit less into account. It was very important for us to be user-centered in the last year. And the users are telling us that machine learning is very interesting, predictive quality and automated material development is that's the future, but most organizations are not ready yet, which is why we actually want to see, like, we want to tell our customers and tell you that there are waves coming in. Last year was the first year after ChatGPT came out that where companies were using it. Now that many companies understood what we can do with it, the next step is towards building their own AI agent. What is an agent? I tried to find the best definition because we're trying to make technology understandable here. An AI agent is an intelligent software program, if you will, that's designed to perform specific tasks autonomously, making decision or even provide recommendation. It's processing data. It can identify patterns and help streamline complex processes with a greater efficiency and precision, whether through analysis, optimization, or the automation of repetitive workflows. What does it mean for you? If you're an R&D engineer, if you are a quality specialist, well, it means that the AI agent, in your case, is going to use data to detect the patterns and help you work faster with more accuracy, whether it's by analyzing the test results, optimizing your formulation, or automating any recurring tasks, such as those you have in quality assurance. And that's what's going to happen this year. We're going to see more and more of this AI agents. And that's how we see the evolution of LabV as well. So probably from now on, we're going to talk about material intelligence platform integrating an AI agent, which we call material agent, if you will. And that's a little bit building the bridge to our plan for this year, based on these trends and based on what happened last year. We want to share more knowledge this year. We want to empower the industry, empower our customers, make sure that the technology is accessible and understandable to everyone, for everyone. Doesn't matter which organization you're working for, doesn't matter which position you have or job title you have in this organization. We do think and do believe very strongly that knowledge is one of the key points to be successful and be part of this revolution. The second part is a more technical one. We are already trying to optimize and improve the integration of our AI agent in LabV with other systems in the organization. Let's take an example. The large organization is using LabV with the AI agent and has also a centralized agent called Microsoft Copilot. Well, it's our job to make sure that both can communicate with each other so that you ensure a consistency in the data, and the data is accessible to this digital brain that is within the organization. And finally, as I mentioned before, it's probably going to be the topic of our next webinar in 1 month. In February, we're going to talk about machine learning and the first machine learning algorithm to predict a formulation based on historical data. We are already working on it. It looks good, and we will try to introduce the first version of it or the results of our research in a couple of weeks from now. What did we learn otherwise so far? Well, for AI to become relevant and create an added value from the use, our customers actually need a combination of 3 technological approaches. First, structured data that you usually have it's just unstructured, but there is a way to structure it. It's even better if you use a material intelligence platform to do it. The computing capacity and natural language coding. Computing capacity, both technical and algorithmic, and also natural language coding technology, which is enabling the communication between humans and the machine. These last two are actually already available. You don't have to have the competences in the organization. You don't have to build the expertise. You just buy the service from a provider. We've learned that a material intelligence platform is delivering a very tangible and measurable impact within the organization. Customers who are using our solution are claiming that they are increasing their efficiency by 40% in the development process using a centralized database and the AI assistant. In the quality control, we're talking about 30% efficiency increase through automation of manual time-wasting tasks. And in total, most of the customers say that they can save up to 50% of actual tests in the lab, whether it's R&D or quality control. But it's not just that. Our customers are saying that, and that's a big learning for us, we're not talking only about numbers, we're talking about something that's more difficult to measure, completely error-free work using data transfer, automated data transfer. You don't have to use your, to copy-paste your data anymore, which provides a higher quality. You secure the knowledge in the organization. You build a central database, like a central brain, if you will, and you can actually utilize the old data. You, at the end, have better products, better recipes, better formulations, higher quality, and you kind of build your future-proof organization, which means if you have the right foundation for whatever predictive optimizations like machine learning you want to do, you will have a competitive advantage compared to the rest of the market. And I think the last point is one of the most important one. If you want to start with AI, that's what we said last year. Don't start with AI, start with the data and then try to build up your advantage there. That's it for me. If you have any question, don't hesitate to use the Q&A function here. You can just text the question and I'll publish them. Otherwise, for those who are somewhere here in Europe or even in Germany, we're going to be attending several trade shows in Germany and in France in the next month. We will be the Tire Technology Exposition, European Coating Show in Germany, the Laboratory Trade Show in Paris in March, and some other trade shows around the country. So don't hesitate to come over. Just look for us on the website of the trade show and come check in at the booth and say hi and experience LabV in live. Any other questions you have, if you need a call or anything, drop me an email or just go on www.labv.io. And if you go there to book a meeting, you're going to have direct access to my calendar. Thank you very much for the attention today and for participating. If you have any question, please feel free. I'll be here for a couple of minutes and I'll be happy to answer them and share that with the whole crowd.